Hi, Vicki. Thanks for sharing your finished cards from last month's kit. They came out great. Hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Carol. Elizabeth, your card that you won last week, it is not in the mail yet, unfortunately. I ran out of stamps. I didn't get to the post office, but I will get there tomorrow because I have a vacation day tomorrow. I'm going to the beach, so I'm going to make sure I go to the post office too. Just trying to do my little find myself and share. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Stacy. Carol, I think I said hello. Facebook user, I will find you here on my other computer, I'm sure. Just still trying to find it. I don't know why it's so difficult sometimes, but that's what it is. We'll get started in just a minute. I'm still not seeing it. Okay, here we go. Share. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. One more. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, wrong group. Darn it. There we go. You had so much fun making them. I'm glad you did. I always have so much fun creating them. Creating mine, and then I get to recreate Heather's, which is fun because there's no work there for me. She already did all the measurements, just like I did the measurements for her, so it's fun. Okay, I'm going to be with you guys in just a minute. Okay. All right. So for anybody that might be new tonight, last week there were a lot of new names, people that I hadn't seen before, and I was really happy that they joined. So let me introduce myself. My name is Antoinette Bay. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Lynbrook, New York, and I'm really glad to have you here with me tonight. And most of you join me every week at 7 o'clock, and I appreciate that very, very much. So, and I hope that you continue to join me for our Tuesday night Facebook Live. So anyway, let's get started with what I'm using tonight. So I'm using these 4 tinsel gems. These tinsel gems, they're called tinsel gems 4-pack. There's a 3-pack and a 4-pack. So this happens to be the 4-pack. So it's this lemon lolly. It looks like berry burst. I don't know the colors exactly. Azure afternoon maybe, and garden green. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to look at the catalog. But that's what they look like to me, just looking at them. They don't say it on the back, but I like this particular pack. And then we're using Berry Burst and Pretty Peacock. I'm just trying to keep an eye on my screen here because it keeps going dark. Berry Burst and Pretty Peacock, which I love this color. So happy it came back. And Berry Burst, which came back. These 2 colors look amazing together. And this paper really puts it together well. I am going to use the marker, the Pretty Peacock marker. And we're using Sentimental Park. So if any of you had received my card kit to go in January, we focused on Sentimental Park, the dies and the stamp set. And so you can probably recreate this card if you have these items. And then we're using the masterfully made designer series paper. So as you can see, you can probably guess what I'm working with. I worked with this piece before. It happens to be my favorite piece in here. This one and the back of this one. And even this one is similar but different colors. These have been the only ones that I've worked with so far, but I've seen some amazing things with some of this paper. I just haven't had a chance to play with it. So these are like all torn up papers, and then they photographed it and added it to paper. But I've seen some fun things with this because I would have no idea what to do, but looking at other people create with it is inspiring, of course, because that's how I create. I create by looking at and casing, copying, not copying, but using their layouts to recreate something of my own. The only time I copy anything is when I'm actually giving it away to somebody. Oops, sorry there. Oh, my dog's down here. I didn't even notice, but I see her now. So just like last week, she might start barking when my husband walks in from work. Anyway, so let's get started. I don't show you the card. I always keep that a secret, but I just want to show you how I used almost every last stitch. I could probably get another little flower right in there, but of this designer series paper to cut out all of these tiny little flowers that are in here. So I just took the tiniest flower and I'd add it to a section, and I just keep going just so not to waste any paper. And that's how I work with the tiniest pieces of paper. And I also work, like most of us, in the tiniest bits of spaces. We can have this whole desk, but I'll just work in this tiny little area. Okay, so most everything is already die cut. So tonight, because there are a lot of little pieces, so I am going to start with some stamping. So why don't we get the sentiment done first? So this is Pretty Peacock. This is the paper that we're using, masterfully made. And then we'll start with, and now these are all the pieces that we're using. So I'm not going to take them out just yet. Let's do our stamping first. And then we'll take those little pieces out. And I'm going to keep it the same. I'm using a lot of stamps from here, and we're going to decorate the envelope tonight too. Hi, Janet. Oh, I'm glad you joined live for a change from hot and humid Missouri. Well, humid, I can really do without, like most of us, I'm sure. Here it's been hot, but today, up until today, it's been humid, but today we got a break from humidity, but it's hot. Well, this morning was rather surprising when I walked the dog. I usually get up at 7. By 7:10, I'm out the door with the dog for the walk. So surprisingly, it was sunny, but there was a nice breeze, so it was nice today. Tomorrow we're going to hit, I think, well above 90. I'm trying to find Happy Birthday. Here it is. So I'm just going to lay that down and grab it. So I'm using these flowers right here. Happy Birthday. And I'm going to also use Just For You. Do you see? Oh, I'm sorry. There's my husband. Right on cue. Just For You we'll use for, we're going to decorate the envelope tonight because my envelope tonight is going to be, comments are coming up. Hide. Hide. I don't know. I hit something and comments came up. I don't want it to interfere with the screen. Okay, so Just For You is what we're going to say. And then we're going to use the big word you on a different block. And then one more we're going to use, and that's going to be Let's Celebrate. But, we're going to use Dear Friend. Dear Friend, and we're going to use Let's celebrate. Now I'm seeing the word celebrate in here, and that does not belong in this set. I'm glad I found it. This is not part of this set. Okay. And I'm going to use Let's Celebrate. I'm putting it on an angle so it'll fit. I'm running out of blocks. Okay. I'll put these all to the side for now. So let's do some Versamark white powder and Versamark white embossing powder and Versamark. And as you can see, I have this little piece of tape, and I'm going to take the Let's Celebrate, and we're going to cover up Let's. So this is just Post-it note tape. I used it on the card last night when I created it, or the night before, I don't remember. So I just kept it inside the stamp set. Okay, so there we go. So on this one, we're going to say happy birthday. And we will emboss that. And then we'll cut that down. So that's white embossing powder, Versamark. I think I need a new Versamark, actually. It's getting a little old. Okay, so I am going to shut the volume so you don't have to listen to the noise. Okay, that took a minute to heat up. So now I'm going to cut that down really small, nice and thin. Took a minute to heat up because it wasn't heated up earlier. I'm just checking to see that the mic is on. Hi, Sonia. Nice to see you. And we'll trim that down a little bit too. Maybe a little bit more on the side to make it a little bit more even. Okay, we'll put that aside. And then the next thing we're going to stamp. Okay, now we can take this stuff out. We're going to stamp this. So we have the long leaf from this set, we have this die cut, and we have this die cut. So before we even do this part, we have this to die cut. I almost forgot. And let's put all these little flowers aside until we're ready to use them. So we're going to do that. I put it away too soon. So this is the one that we're going to add the sentiment, dear friend. Someone said, hi, Lois. I feel like that might be Patty. Patty, if you're here, I hope you had a great trip. I'm assuming you're back since you're here, I think. I know you were going to, where did you say you were going to for 10 days? Was it Venice? I'm not 100% sure where you said you were going. Okay, so dear friend is on there. So the front's going to say happy birthday, and the inside's going to say dear friend. Okay, now I'm going to get my tweezers. And I'll mute you again. Okay, so that was quicker because now it's heated up. Let's see, do I need any more Versamark? I don't believe so. I think I'm good with the Versamark. So now we have 2 sentiments Versamarked right here, and we'll put those to the side. And now I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper so we can stamp on this. So I'm going to take Pretty Peacock. The camera looks weird. And give that a little stamp up here. And down here. Okay. Put that away. And then I want to take the brush side of my Pretty Peacock and just give it a little splatter. That's all, just a little. We might add some more later too. Okay, and so then that's going to go in here. Now this has little slits, so I could probably just stick it in there without any liquid glue, but I'm going to put just a little bit. And then stick that in there. I love this die set. I wasn't too sure about it back when it first came out, and Heather and I used it in our January kit. But I really, really am very fond of it. I used it a couple weeks ago. Whoops. This has to go under there. I don't know. This was easier when I was making, oh, there it goes. Okay. Just going to even it out a little. And there you have it. There's that piece. Okay. So now, next step. Let's take the base. I'm trying to think of, oh no, yeah, let's take the base. So it's 4 1/4 by 11. If you'd like measurements and a supply list for this, and you're not on my email list, hi Vicki. Yeah, Vicki. Yeah, I'm glad they brought Pretty Peacock back as well. Someone else says, hi Patty, I was putting my dinner on the stove. Sorry. Okay. That's good. Watching and eating, having a little entertainment while you eat. Well, I don't know if I'm that entertaining, but you get to watch a pretty card being made. So now let's get that ink back, that Pretty Peacock, and let's randomly stamp, turning it different ways. Oops. On the card. It's mostly going to get covered up anyway, so we don't need too much going on. Okay, that's good. And you know what? Let's just stamp the back for fun, just to make it pretty. I don't know. Might want to put a little sentiment back there too, but just to make it pretty. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece, and I am going to use my scissors to distress a little bit. I think I did this a couple of weeks ago. I've done this many times, but I am going to distress the edges a little bit. You could keep it clean, or you can distress, whatever you like. I like a little bit of distressing on certain cards. So anyway, my daughter's birthday is this week. It's on Friday, and she's going to be 27. And so she's taking tomorrow through the rest of the week off, depending on weather. So I had told my boss yesterday, I don't have very many vacation days left during the year. Well, I took 1 week when I was cleaning up. Oop, I lost you guys. Hold on. I took a week when I was cleaning up my new kitchen. So I have probably less than 2 weeks left. I had to take a day here or there, doctor's appointments, things like that earlier in the year. So I don't have all that much time left. And I usually try to save it for after September to go away with my husband after his season's over. But tomorrow I decided, I watched the weather, it's going to be beautiful, that since my daughter's planning to go to the beach tomorrow, that I would spend the day going to the beach with her. So that is what I am doing tomorrow. So I just put in my vacation day this morning. Okay, so that's done and this is done. Now we're going to take some scraps. Where's the paper? Oh, it's on the floor. Hold on. Hold on. Put it over to the right, not realizing there was like a little slit, and wouldn't you know that the whole pack went through the little slit. Okay, so I want to take a little bit of scrap from, well, I kind of have a little bit of scrap here, right? Here's a little scrap, and I want to take, let's see, oh yeah, here's another little scrap. I guess these are from when I tore them. Okay, these little scraps. Let's not put that in the same location. Someone said, I thought of you when I spent a lot of time yesterday making a wedding card for my son. It's one of those that is stepped up like you have made in the past for your daughter. I'll have to take pictures. Oh, please do. I don't even know who that is. It says Facebook user here. And I'll have to see if I could find who that is here. So hold on while I look. Hold on. We're going to get right back to it in a second. Okay. Oh, Kathleen. Oh, wonderful. I'm glad. Okay, now I can see other anybody who comes on Facebook user here on this front computer, on my right, my other laptop, my old laptop, I can see actually who it is. That's wonderful. I'm going to have to do that this week for my daughter's birthday, make her a stepped up card. I just go to Stampin' Up's $1 Million Achiever cards. That's what I do. And I try to recreate something with what I have. Okay, so, all right, this little piece, I just took a scrap in my leftovers there, and I'm just gonna tear it so I see a little bit of white. I should have had a bigger piece because I want to tear the top too a little bit. And let's see. So it's just a tiny piece, and I needed a bigger piece, but we're going to make this work. It's a good thing my fingers are kind of tiny. Okay, that's all I need. And then this one's bigger, and I probably only need about this much. Let's put that to the side. Yeah, definitely please take a picture, Kathleen, and share it. And then I'm going to do the top of this one as well. Yeah, I had mentioned a while back that I would like to do those, and I call them keepsake cards, Kathleen, that I'd like to do like a crafter's box, a keepsake box, like once a quarter type of thing. And, you know, there's always so many ideas I have in my head, and I just can't implement them because, you know, time. Okay, let's keep that on the side. And let's put this together now. Time is not always available. I don't know why I'm having a hard time with this right now. Okay, so this is the base of the card. This is not quite the width of the base. This computer. So there's probably about 1/8 of an inch on each side, and I'm about 1/2 inch up from the bottom. Okay, and then this one's going to get centered right in the middle. Now on my sample, I kind of put it crooked and I didn't like it. It just didn't make sense. I don't know why I did that, but I did. So we're not doing that on this one. You learn from your mistakes. And now I'm just kind of centering that. Okay. And then I'm going to put this down. And I kept this kind of flat. I didn't go crazy with dimensionals. Like I could have put dimensionals behind here, but I'm not going to. And I'm going to put this about here. Okay. So now let's get started with some flowers. And like I said, we're doing this envelope. I used to, yeah, keepsake. Where do we find the $1 million cards from us? You go on Stampin' Up Official on here on Facebook, and they post them all the time. Whenever someone gets $1 million, achieves $1 million or $2 million or whatever they're up to now, probably 3 million. Some of these demonstrators, whenever they achieve the milestone, one of the concept artists at Stampin' Up makes the card, and they post them on Stampin' Up Official. Okay, so now I'm going to take this. I already have this sponged from when I made this, and I'm taking the largest little petal flower and just inking it up a bit on the edges, not the whole thing. I want some white to show. So just like that. Okay. And that's the only one that I'm doing. And then we're going to dig through all of these. We have lots and lots and lots. I made sure I die cut lots and lots, just so we have options here. So we're going to take a little bitty one. I'm going to put it up here with a little liquid glue. And then we'll take a somewhat larger one. And let's see, what sizes do we have here? Okay, this size. There's like small, let's see. These are the sizes. Small, they get larger, and then that. So there's like 4 different sizes. And then there's the more solid ones too. So there are 4 different sizes. Then we're going to take this one. So the smallest, second smallest. And I'm going to put that down here. Okay. I'm going to hold on to this one until we put these scraps down. I'm looking at my sample. Next, we're going to go down here with this 3rd size up. I'm just putting a little liquid glue right about there. If the centers kind of like, I try not to poke out the little centers if it stays in there after I'm done die cutting it, because that's kind of where I put glue behind it. I mean, if it comes out, it comes out, but I try to put glue behind there. Okay, and then I want another one. Get another smaller one up here. So like this one doesn't have it, so I'm just going to kind of work around it. Little dot. I'll go up here with that. Okay. Now this I'm going to glue to this. So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive behind here. Is the thicker side. Nope, that's not the side. Okay, and then I'm going to tear this one a little bit. I might tear it a little bit more. Yeah, I am. Put that there like that. Okay, so now I'll liquid glue that. Now, of course, this is a case of somebody that used sentimental park paper. When we had that paper, oh, this is too far. When we had that paper, if I can find it, I will show it to you, but I think the picture's on my phone, and it's an artisan, and I don't remember which one. I can't, I don't think the picture that I had even showed her name. So she used retired paper that we had out at one time. So the background was kind of a blue background, and she used petal pink. I wish I could remember her name. If I can't show it to you now because I can't find it, I will show you the comparison, as I always do. But I can't even tell you her name. I should call this like this a series, like Tuesday night, like case demonstrator. I don't know, something like that. Because that's what I do, right? I make something based off their design, and sometimes I add things, sometimes I take away things. And now we have the twine. I don't know how big. I always overdo it with the twine too. I make it too big. So, and I say it all the time, I wish I could design like an artisan designer. I came up with a really cute little card today. I'll show it to you using the Zany Zoo over on my Book Crafters page. I posted it, and came out cute, simple. But I'm going to try to do a reel with it because reels are where it's at. So when I have time on Friday, hopefully, I'll try to do a reel. Okay, so there's that. Now we're going to put the happy birthday right there. So put some dimensionals behind here. Case the Designer Tuesdays. Let's go for it, Vicki. Case the Designer Tuesdays. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you for that. I think you guys wouldn't mind that. Taste the Designer Tuesdays. At one point, I had you guys guessing who. I think a couple of times I had you guys guessing who I was casing. That's always fun too. Maybe we'll do that. Stay tuned to the end for prize patrol. And then I'll share the July, for anybody that wasn't here last week, I'll share the July card kit to go as well. Okay, so there's that. We're not going to put any gems on yet because we have to do the inside. And we got to do the envelope too. So I took this for the inside. Let's take the scissors again, and for the inside, this is the insert. I'm going to distress these edges a little bit too. The envelope's going to be fun tonight. Now, this envelope is meant for hand delivery. It is not meant, sometimes, I do envelopes that are kind of a little over the top, and that they can't be mailed. So this would be meant for sure, this envelope would be meant for hand delivery. Okay, let's put this on the inside. Okay. Okay, and now all my comments went away here, but they'll show up eventually. And now we're going to add this right in here. And I'm going to use liquid glue for this because I want to get these little flowers down. Okay. Now this this idea of doing this type of thing to the inside of the card is something that I learned from Elizabeth Price, seeing ink spots, and Elizabeth invited me to be a designer on a blog hop called Creation Station, and I was doing that for a while, and I'm still in that group, and I think I might take it up again. I really I'd like to get a little bit more exposure. So when you guys share and comment and like and all that stuff, that does get me exposure. But I think also being on blog hops would help. I mean, now I share to groups as well, groups that allow me to share publicly. So but there's always, you gotta always do more. Like I'm really trying to get my monthly kit going, and so I think being on blog hops, which is what I think the purpose of it is, to share, you know, creativity, but also to get exposure. So I think I might join that again. So I'm just taking all these little pieces, right, and just adding them here for a little bit of interest, a little bit more interest. And then we'll take some little ones. I'm going to throw a little one here and another one here and another one about here. So let's see what we have. Okay. Oh, now my fingers are sticky. So I'm going to throw one here. And I want to get a pretty pink one, a little, if I have a little solid pink one somewhere. Let's see, do we? What's this? This isn't pink. Oh, this one's good enough. It's bigger than I wanted, but it's okay. That works. So now oh, I forgot that one. Now I get a little solid one right here. Okay, so there's a pretty inside. And we're not done with these yet because we are going to use them on the envelope. Okay, so let's go here and let's finish the card with, oh, let's do a little splatter here too. Okay, and maybe a little bit more splatter here, not too much. And then let's get those pretty gems that I love. The Simple Gems. This is the 4-pack once again. And I'm going to get my tweezers. And my mic is on good. Okay. So we'll go here, the big one, and I'm putting like 5 on here. Down here with the big one. Excuse me. And then here. And maybe not so close. Maybe here. And one more. Around here. There. Okay, so that's the card. Okay, you like that? And then dear friend. So happy birthday, dear friend, but we're not done yet. You put like, there's the flowers, and then you could stamp in Versamark and just say like love you on the back. If we have that in here, maybe we'll do that. Or best wishes. Okay, now it's envelope time, which is kind of fancy. Okay, where's the envelope? First, let's do the flap side. And I have done it like this before. So we're going to, well, similar, you know, of course, different paper. But I have done it where I've fancied up the envelope like this. Because I want this to be special. Okay, so that's about an inch, right? Let's do that. I think I wanted to do it because someone last week, I don't remember who it was, said they had never seen the envelope. I don't remember what card I even did last week where I did the envelope flap, and they said they'd only seen envelopes stamped, not with paper. And so I said, well, if they like that, maybe they'll really like this. But I don't know if that person that said it, I don't remember who it was, forgive me, is here tonight. If you are, say hello. And then now we're going to take this piece and we're going to tear it here. And I'm going to take this smaller one is going to go here. And I want to cut that even. And I'll put some liquid glue behind this. Like I said, once again, this is an envelope to be hand delivered. Put it in a bag. This is a card for, you know, put it in the bag with the gift and hand it to somebody. That's the type of card this is, envelope this is. I needed to get that down a little bit, but that's okay. And now on my other card, I used a bigger flower. Tonight, I'm going to use this smaller flower. And then I also cut some the outline flowers in Berry Burst. So I'm going to use that. So here we have liquid glue. So this is just from the same Sentimental dies. This is just a solid image. And I use the paper. I die cut it against the paper. And then a little, oh, Gail, I just saw your comment. Yay. Feel free to share. Vicki shared. So if you're not shy about sharing your projects, feel free. Alana shared her box. Someone else did too. I don't remember who. So feel free. You'll have to, you know, submit it, and then I will approve it. So thank you. Thank you. Okay, so we're not finished yet. So now this is where I said we're going to take Let's Celebrate, and I covered up the Let's with Post-it note tape. It's already inked up from when I did the sample. And then we're going to take Berry Burst. So this card is something else is something fancy. Now, the person I cased, of course, did not do the envelope. This is just me being over a little bit crazy. Oh, I hope I didn't go too far down here. Oh, perfect. So Celebrate, right? So yeah, the envelope's just me going a little nuts with my stuff here. And now let's take another flower and add that here. Okay. And let's go right there. Okay. So we're going to add, I'm actually going to put a little bit of liquid glue on here and here. Even though these are adhesive backed, one of my samples I lost it. So I want to make sure that I put a little bit of liquid glue behind there to make sure it doesn't fly anywhere. And then a smaller one. So my July kit uses Tinsel Gems, but only the 3-pack, not the 4 colors, 3 colors. And I'll show you that kit later toward the end. Oops, and that just came off. It wasn't secure enough. Okay, so I'm just going to lift these petals a little bit. Okay. I don't know. For me, you might not be able to see it, but for me, we're going to splatter a little bit, but we'll wait until after to do that. Okay. So now we'll do the front. So that's the back. Here's the front. And we're just going to put this down here. And so yeah, if you make envelopes like this, if you give it a try and you want to share with the group, please do. We are all here to learn from each other. And I'm just going to go right in the corner. I'm sure everyone would love to see what everyone else creates. Okay, here I'm going to use the bigger flower. So this is the solid image, bigger flower from the Designer Series paper. And add that there. And let's get that bigger berry. And, you know, if you're going to do something like this and you're going to put it, now this I want to line up with the correct, I think that's correct. Whoops. Ooh, I have ugly glue on there. Let's get that out of there. Okay. Isn't this paper is so pretty. These colors, these are my colors. These are definitely my colors. I love these colors. I love pastels too, though. That's for sure. Okay. And then let's just do 2 more little flowers. I'm going to do one here and one about here. Let's see. Oh, do I have any more solids? Larger? I got to get the... there's a white solid one that's larger. I'm going to get a more colorful... Whoops. A more colorful one. I'm just digging around here to see what I have. Here's one with a little bit more color on it. I'm going to put that right there. A little bit more color. I must have used one that had more berry in it. And then one more. Here's more color. Too much white. Oh, here's one. Okay. And then, where was I putting that one? I don't remember. Over here. Okay, and then we have just enough gems to put one more right on. Oh, I want to get that glue dot, liquid glue. So really, if you're going to put it in a bag, you might as well make a tag too that matches, right? So, tag for the bag. Maybe I'll do that next week and show you. All right, now let's get, where's my paper? And do a little bit more splattering right in the front, a little bit. Oh, I'm not done yet. Ooh, almost forgot. Okay. So I'm going to take just 4 and do a little berry burst right there. And then we're going to take you, just for you. And now we can do some splattering. Just makes it fun to have that little bit of splatter. Okay. we are done. So let me put it in the envelope so that way there's, you know how the recipient is going to receive it. So it's going to be in a bag. They're going to get it like this. They're going to open it up. Oh, sorry. And then they're going to see this. So just for you, celebrate. Happy birthday, dear friend. And then you could say on the back, if you really wanted to get fancy, you are amazing. Best wishes. That's about it. Oh, love. You can put love back there. I was just getting funky with the stamp on the back, but that would be fun, right? So, and then you could stamp up here too a little bit if you wanted with the flowers. That doesn't have to be bare. It could be stamped as well. So I think that is really, it's a lot of fun. I like it. I'm very happy with it. So here's my, let's keep this envelope open like this and this one like this. So here's my original. And then here's my card original. So pretty much the same. Oh, Diane, you're here. Looks like you are getting back to the vintagey look that you love. I know you love vintage, Patty. And yes, it was you before. So I hope you had a great trip. I'm assuming you're back if you're on here. I hope you had a great time. And where did you go? Can you remind us if you didn't already say it to the group? I think you said, I feel like you said Venice. Okay, so there you have it. Now, I think I'm going to keep one of these to myself and one of these to the share. I don't know. Maybe I'll make another one and give away both. This is a big giveaway, this card, but yeah, I'm going to give away both. So next week, for all the comments and all the shares, I'm going to give away one for a share, one for a comment. So make sure you come back next week. I'll probably make a couple more for myself. I really had fun with this card. A lot of fun. And I feel like I did make this envelope with this, with these dies on another card, something similar to it, you know. So now let me find out, like, who did I case this layout from? It was an artisan designer. I'll share it with you here. I'll put them side by side. How's that sound? Hi, Josephine. Oh, good. I'm glad you like. Glad. I love how you finish the card insides an envelope. It makes them more special. It does, right? It just really does. I remember when I first started, you didn't even get, no one gave you an insert, not even on a dark color like this. You didn't get an insert. I don't know if everyone does when they give away their kits, but I do because I don't like writing on a dark cardstock. So yeah. Okay, let's move on to some more stuff because I know my husband is probably out in the yard waiting for me. Since I'm off tomorrow, I am going to go outside in the yard and enjoy a cocktail this evening. So yeah, I'm doing something with these cards. Let me see. Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on one second. So I used Zany Zoo today. Well, today I posted it today, but I made this the other day and I posted this today. So we have the bird's eye view stamp set, and it has these books. And I hadn't noticed this before, but in our Zany Zoo paper, this is Zany Zoo, the back side of one of them. This is Zany Zoo, and I colored in the flowers. And one of the sheets has this little, it's a bear. It looks like a bear to me, sitting reading a book. And so I have that other group called Book Crafters. Oh, and I forgot my book to bring down to show you what we're reading. We're reading Lessons in Chemistry. It's gotten mixed reviews from people, but I like it so far. I'm not that far into it, probably a third of the way or a quarter of the way. But someone in the nail salon saw me reading it and had a comment about it, and I was just like, oh, don't ruin it for me. So she gave her opinion of it. I didn't ask for it, but she did, and I was just like, oh, all right, I'm going to put my book away now because now I'm not in the mood to read it. But anyway, I like it. And I hope that doesn't ruin it for anybody else here. But anyway, I made this little card, and I took the word relax from another stamp set. I forget what it's called. It has all the little ladies on it, and there's one with the lady reading a book and the dog sitting next to her. So I masked off the same way I masked off the word let's. On this, I masked off all the words above the word relax and just used the word relax. And that's what I came up with. So that's my little Homecoming by Kate Morton was also good. Homecoming. No one's mentioned that one yet. Lynn said she loved Lessons in Chemistry. Good, because I'm really liking it too. So I wanted to share that, what I shared over there. I'm trying to get a little active in that group. I was supposed to have, after my in-person book club, I try to have a book club conversation with the online, excuse me a second, with my online book crafters club, but I didn't get to do it, and I haven't been able to reschedule our book club from last month. So what's next? Okay. I have to say this every week for newcomers. So gift certificates, if you have a birthday or a special occasion that you would like to get a gift certificate from someone, I do have gift certificates available. They can just email me. I have adhesive packages available. They're $40. We are allowed to cash and carry adhesives. So it has Stamp and Seal, glue dots, liquid glue, tear and tape. I even put a glue eraser in there. It has a refill on the Stamp and Seal and dimensionals. So it's a good value. I have a team of 6, and I'd love to welcome you to my team if you ever decided that you wanted to shop with Stampin' Up! And earn a discount on your product instead of purchasing from me or possibly another demonstrator. I'd love to have you on my team. We're called Papillion Stampers. And as I said, we're a team of 6, and this is the packet that goes out. Get a pen and a little Post-it note and a welcome packet. And I don't know, this is the last week I'm going to say, Adele Dougherty, you won this 2 weeks ago. Normally after 2 weeks, I don't put it back out. I give it away. So if I don't hear from you with your address, it's going to go back into the prize patrol drawing. Okay, so hopefully you get this mess, you see it. And then I have, whoops, hold on 1 second. Of course, you know that when you make a $35 minimum purchase in my online store, you get this free tutorial of with my Sweet Stampin' friends, Amory Heil, me, Amanda Pittman, Christy Hillcock, Deborah Harrison, Heather Guerrero, Kelly Frank, Laura Roderick, Lisa Cunningham, and Nathan Spear. You might be familiar with some of those names. And we put together a really fun tutorial. Again, mine this month is, I'm not going to open the whole thing up. It is a fun fold. Mine is using the Zany Zoo. And it is a fun fold. So if you make a $35 minimum purchase in my online store, you will always get that current tutorial for free. And right now, Stampin' Up! Has bonus days. So if you up it to $50, you will get a $5 bonus from Stampin' Up! It'll come via email that you get to use in August. It goes through, I think, July 31st and also through July 31st. if you make a $50 purchase. Not only will Stampin' Up! Give you the $5 coupon, but I'm going to mail you 5 free handmade cards. So if you scroll down in this group, on this page, you'll find the picture of my table filled with hundreds and hundreds of handmade cards, of which 98% or 99% are probably all handmade by me. There might be a few that have been sent to me in swaps that are included in there, but I haven't participated in swaps in a long time. So they may be older swaps. Finally, before Prize Patrol, I want to share the July kit. This coming Sunday, July 16th, is the last day to register for the July kit. And you get a quarter pack of designer series paper that I used on this card, and I used the paper on this card. And this card, I don't think I've made on here before, but there's another one. I don't think I made that. But this is all using that designer series paper that's in here. I tend to stick to the flowers, as you can see. But it's all in there. And then you get, these are the tinsel gems that I was talking about. So tonight I used the pack with 4 tinsel gems. This is the pack with 3 tinsel gems. And you get a full pack of dimensionals, a full pack of tinsel gems, and a quarter pack of designer series paper. That's your $20 in product, along with 4 card designs, and you get to make 2 of each design. So everything is die cut for you. The only thing you need is a sentiment. You get a PDF tutorial with videos. That is a $39 shipped. So really, it's a $31 value. It's $31 plus $8 in shipping. Actually, it's a little bit more than $8, but we keep it at $39 shipped. So I don't know how much more of a deal you can get. And I just want to reiterate that this is a great kit because we give you 2 of each card. It is an excellent kit to purchase and create with a partner, with a friend, someone else that you craft with. You could sit together and watch the videos and put the cards together on a crafting day, or if you're going to a crop. So if you have a friend that likes to craft like you do and make cards, you each make 1, because you get 2 of each card. It's fantastic. So I hope you take advantage of it. I will be posting some reminders later this week, and of course on the very last day, because believe it or not, you would be surprised that some people do wait until they're reminded on the last day. So just FYI on that. I hope you join us. And let's see. Time for Prize Patrol. Oh, so with these cards that I've made, I usually do, for everyone that registers for my kit each month, I usually do a prize drawing. So these cards that I've made here, the last 2 weeks right here, I am not giving these away yet. I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing, but they may be in the, they will be in the prize drawing for everyone that joins. However, I don't know exactly what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm doing exactly what I've done in the past. So stay tuned. Okay. So I guess you're all waiting for Prize Patrol, right? Okay. Carmen, I see your comment here. Crazy good when it comes to card making. I don't know what you're saying. Love that daisy card. Yeah, me too, Carol. I'm seeing comments here. Okay, let's get my wheel. So here's the wheel. Let's get rid of these ads and things like that we don't need to see. So this one is for comments. This is part of my cards that I've made in the past. So next week we'll be giving away these, but this week we're giving away some random cards that I have. Oops, you can't see it there. So this is, who did I case this from? She made it in a different color. And I used different sentiment. I don't remember the woman's name, but it was a long time ago. That's why. But anyway, there's the first card. This is for comments. So I'm going to write that on the back of the card. I just want to write comments, and then I'll write whoever wins. Comments. Okay, let's go. Now, if you've won before in the last, well, we're in July. If you won in July, you will not be eligible to win, and I'll have to spin again. Lynn, congratulations, Lynn. Thank you for sharing. I see your comment shared. Thank you very much. Congratulations. You've just won this card right here. So I'm going to write your name. Lynn Phones. So these will probably go out tomorrow, along with the other Elizabeth's card from last week. And also one of my team members sold over $300 last month. So I have a packet of gems for her that's going in the mail tomorrow. And now the next one is this one right here. I made this on a Facebook Live a long time ago. And so this is going to be for shares. Okay, so let me pull that file up. Open from last week. Boy, this list is getting long. Last week was the fourth for comments. Now let me find the shares. Here we go. So these are shares also from YouTube. Nancy Adams is usually watching or watches the replay. She told me how to share from YouTube to Instagram, which I'm going to do, but I don't know if I can because my videos tend to be too long, so I might have to cut them down. So we'll see. I got to figure that out. Okay, so these are for shares from last week. So if you won in July, you're not eligible. We'll pass it on to someone else. Paula Bringman, congratulations. I don't think you did. Let me see. I have my book. I don't think you won, and I don't know if you're here. Oh, no, you won it. You did win in June. You did win in June. So you're eligible. So, Paula, congratulations. We're going to go with it this week. And I'm going to actually go with somebody else, too. I'm going to do another one. I have another one of these cards upstairs. So, and I'm going to change this a little bit because I'm seeing that even though I'm using this wheel, a lot of the same people are winning. And I really want for a lot of people to win. So we're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. So Paul is going to get this, and then somebody else is going to get the other one of this. Okay. So I'm going to do for shares again, because shares is where I got a repeat from just a couple of weeks ago. Lori Hill. Now that's a name I am not familiar with. I know I don't have your address. So if you're watching, congratulations. You've also won this card right here. Okay. And I think next week I have to think about this a little bit and do my prize patrol a little different, just because I want to be able to have everyone win every now and then. Okay. So congratulations to Paula. Congratulations to Lori, and congratulations to Lynn. Paula and Lynn, your cards will go out tomorrow. And Lori Hill, if you're here, please email me right here with your mailing address. I need your mailing address so I could send a Prize Patrol card to you. Okay, and I'll hold on to it for 2 weeks. And then it's going to go back into the drawing. So there's my email. All right. So thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. I'm going to be back here next Tuesday, which is the July 18th. And with another fun case. Wait, what did you say, Vicki? I have to go back and look at your comment. Case the Designer Tuesday or something like that. Yeah. I like that idea. I'm going to go back and look at what you called it, but that's what I'm going to call it, I think. I don't know if I'm going to call it that, because I don't know if I'm going to case somebody every week, but I think when I do, that's what I'm going to call it. So anyway, all right, let's put these cards back here. Okay, there you go. This is the one we did tonight right here. I can tell by the flower. Okay, there you go. One more look. All right. I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great weekend. I am going to have myself a glass of wine and relax with my husband outside. See you soon. Bye, everybody.